Hello friends, it's me, Mr. Croft, coming to you from sunny Santa Monica, California. We've been talking about trees. We've been learning about the different parts of the trees and things that people and animals rely on trees for. We've been talking about sort of all trees. Today I want to talk about one specific tree. And if I share my screen, you can see what tree I'm talking about. I'm talking about a tree called the sugar maple. Very pretty. You get these mostly on the east coast of the United States, kind of in the central and northeast, and this is a sugar maple. And this is actually what a sugar maple would look like probably in early fall. You can see the leaves are starting to change colors. Some of them are still green, but most of them are turning this beautiful sort of goldeny orange color. Very, very pretty. I want to talk a little more about the sugar maple tree. And as I'm reading this very short little story about the sugar maple trees, I want you to be kind of focusing on all the different facts that I'm talking about. The first fact right here is this is a sugar maple tree. It needs some water and it needs sun, right? Trees, just like all plants, need water and sun. Some animals depend on the sugar maple for food. Some squirrels eat nuts, twigs, buds, and leaves from the tree. So squirrels will eat the nuts that they find on the sugar maple. They'll eat the twigs, which are kind of the small, teeny little branches, the buds, which are like the tiny little flowers, and the leaves. So it sounds like squirrels will eat many different parts of a sugar maple tree. They'll eat the nuts, the twigs, the buds, and the leaves. Some deer eat leaves from the tree. So some deer will get up there with their necks and they'll grab onto the lower leaves and they'll eat those. Some moose eat leaves and twigs from the tree. A moose is kind of like a deer, but they're a lot bigger. They're much, much bigger than deer. They also have much bigger horns, much bigger antlers. So here the story is talking about three animals that rely on the sugar maple for food: squirrels, deer, and moose. They eat parts of the sugar maple tree. Here are some other interesting facts about the sugar maple tree. The sap from sugar maple trees is used to make maple syrup. And I think we've talked about that in the past, that people will drill holes in the sugar maple tree and then they'll put like a little bucket under the hole, and the sap, or the sort of the juice from inside the tree, will fill up the bucket, and then people cook that to make maple syrup. Another fact about sugar maples: the leaves turn bright red, orange, and yellow in the fall. And our last sugar maple tree fact: the wood is very hard, so it's good for building. The wood from a sugar maple tree is really hard, so it's good to build furniture and houses and other things out of. So I just read this story. And in the story, I mentioned a number of facts about the sugar maple tree. I told you what it needs to live. I told you what animals rely on it for food. And I told you some other things that people will get or use the sugar maple tree for. So here is your assignment. This Wednesday and this Thursday, you're going to write 2 facts about a sugar maple tree. Any one of these that you remember, you're going to go ahead and write 2 facts on Wednesday and then 2 different facts on Thursday. Here's one example. I wrote, a sugar maple is a tree. That's one fact. It needs water and sun. That's my second fact. So your job today, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday, is you're going to take your whiteboard or a piece of paper and you're going to write 2 facts about the sugar maple tree, any one that we talked about. And if you could draw an illustration to go with you, or to go with that, that'd be great. So write 2 facts about the sugar maple tree, draw a picture, make sure someone takes a picture of that and sends it to me or Miss Dano. And there you go. That is your writing assignment for Wednesday and your writing assignment for Thursday. So get to it. If you have any questions, you can ask them during your small group time, or you can send us a message on Class Dojo. Okay, so on behalf of me and Miss Dano, Prof out.